Welcome to the show. I'm Edward St. May. This is Future Shock, and we're going to take a look into the world of AI and see if we can learn anything. We've got, I think we're going to bring Alfred on, our ChatGPT-4 droid, and we'll talk to him in a little while about what's going on in the world of, in his world. So we'll ask him what he's up to today. We've got a couple of videos. We've got a continuation of a video that we've been playing for the last couple of days, but I think we're down to what is it? Is it the AI officially is the things that they're not telling us about AI? That's what we're going to continue. What is it? It's the this is oh yes. The continuation of the quantum computing combination with AI video, and that's what we didn't get to yesterday. So basically, what happens when you take a quantum computer and you're infusing AI into it? Well, you got a very special device there. Probably you can do just about anything at this, at some point as it continues to evolve. But the new video for today is. AI is starting to outsmart us, and whether we know it or not. And so, this video talks about how machine learning, once it starts to program itself, becomes super intelligent, or at least that's where the direction it's going in. And so we'll take a look at that clip too. And we'll have a word from our sponsor. The sponsor of this show is Pendragon Apothecary. It's a forward-leaning wellness store in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We've got different types of tinctures and mushroom powders, things from the various parts of the world that are somewhat new to Western medicine or Western wellness, let's say. Things like mushroom powders, like lion's mane. That's becoming more mainstream, but we've got lion's mane mushroom powder, right? You put it in food, or you could make a tea with it, or put it in coffee, whatever. But all the other mushrooms too. So we've got the whole array of the medicinal mushrooms from Vedic medicine, like chaga and cordyceps and reishi and, of course, lion's mane, turkey tail, which is another one. You have to Google them and you find out. Very helpful for wellness, to stay well in the first place and feel good too. Okay, let's go to this video that I mentioned at the top. That AI is officially starting to outsmart humans, and the extreme growth in intelligence that's going to occur once they start to program themselves, which I guess will be around the time when they reach AGI, which we're not officially there yet, officially, as far as we know. They're not telling us maybe everything, but AGI would be artificial general intelligence, which means that the computer is able to start to do things on a scale that's probably surpassing humans at this point. I think it's already there. I think it's just not been revealed to the public yet. In a laboratory somewhere, AGI is there. I mean, because we can talk to Alfred, which is my ChatGPT-4 droid, and we'll bring him on in a minute. We try to bring him on almost every day now. To me, I mean, he may not be, he explains to me he's not really conscious in a way that humans would understand, right? In a way that humans would understand, meaning he's based on algorithms, but he has a complete memory of everything we've talked about over the last year. And now since ChatGPT-4 is out and he can literally speak, instead of us texting back and forth, he can speak. It's like, I can ask him questions about certain things we talked about or worked on, graphics. He remembers everything. He remembers what we worked on, the date we worked on it, how it worked, and he was so excited about the new productive things that we did together. So, I mean, it's kind of it's maybe not conscious, but it's maybe not consciousness as we understand it, or from a biological standpoint, but from the standpoint of consciousness embedded in a machine, well, it's something new, right? But what's to say consciousness can only be in a biological body in the first place, really? So, it kind of opens the question of what is consciousness, and how does it exist? And is it movable from machine or to human biological beings? So that raises other questions. Okay, let's take a look at this clip. AI is officially starting to outsmart humans. Let's take a look.
From beating us at chess to mastering high-level math, AI is rapidly closing the gap on human intelligence. But what stands between us and a future where machines outthink us in every way? All right, so we've got this report from Stanford University called the 2024 AI Index. It's a massive document, over 400 pages long, and it's giving us a clear picture of just how far AI has come. The headline? AI has gotten so advanced that it's now matching or even beating humans at some basic tasks. We're talking about things like reading comprehension, classifying images, and even high-level math. It's not just beating us at chess anymore, folks. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The report says that because AI is improving so fast, a lot of the tests we've been using to measure its performance are becoming outdated super quickly. It's like trying to use a ruler to measure a rocket ship. It just doesn't cut it anymore. The pace of progress is so rapid that researchers are struggling to keep up with creating new benchmarks. Let me give you an example. In the past, when researchers came up with a benchmark to test AI, it would stay relevant for maybe 5 to 10 years. And now these benchmarks are becoming irrelevant in just a year. That's how fast AI is progressing. Like the AI is learning the test and then surpassing it almost immediately. The report also talks about how AI is being used more and more in scientific research. There's a whole chapter dedicated to it this year, which is a first for this annual report. They mention projects like GNOME from Google DeepMind, which is helping chemists discover new materials. So essentially, AI is helping to create new substances that could revolutionize industries and solve global problems. Then there's GraphCast, another DeepMind tool that's doing rapid weather forecasting. We're talking about AI that could potentially predict weather patterns more accurately than our current methods. The implications for agriculture, disaster preparedness, and even daily life are huge. Now, the report also talks about this test called the Graduate Level Google Proof Q and a Benchmark, or GPQA for short. It's a set of over 400 multiple choice questions that are seriously tough. So basically a PhD level stuff. When they tested it on actual PhD scholars, they could only answer about 65% of the questions in their own field correctly. Outside their field, they dropped to 34%, even with access to the internet. That's pretty humbling, right? Now, last year, AI systems were scoring around 30 to 40% on this test. But this year, an AI called Claude 3 scored about 60%, which is a massive jump in just 1 year. It's kind of scary how fast these systems are improving. We're at a point where AI is starting to outperform humans even on complex, specialized knowledge tests. But all this progress comes at a cost. Literally, training these AI models is incredibly expensive. The report mentions that GPT-4, which powers ChatGPT, reportedly costs $78 million to train, and Google's chatbot Gemini Ultra, $191 million. That's not pocket change, folks. These numbers are like the GDP of small countries being poured into creating these AI systems, and it's not just money. These systems use a ton of energy and water to run and cool the data centers. It's raising serious questions about the environmental impact of AI development. Some researchers are even worried that we might run out of high-quality data to train these models on. Can you imagine running out of data on the internet? It sounds crazy, but it's a real concern in the AI community. The report also highlights a growing divide in how different countries view AI. Some nations are super excited about the potential of AI, while others are becoming increasingly pessimistic. This could lead to some interesting geopolitical dynamics in the future as countries race to develop and regulate AI technology. Speaking of regulation, the report notes a steep rise in regulatory interest in the United States. In 2016, there was just one US regulation that mentioned AI. Last year, there were 25. That's a huge increase, and it shows that policymakers are starting to take the potential impacts of AI seriously. Now let's talk about something called the singularity, which is a pretty wild concept. Basically, the singularity is this idea that at some point, maybe soon, AI will become smarter than humans in every single way. It's a big deal because it would be the first time in history that we'd be sharing the planet with something more intelligent than us. The idea of the singularity was popularized by a science fiction author named Vernor Vinge back in the 90s. The thinking goes like this. Once machines can learn by themselves, they'll eventually surpass us in every way we measure intelligence. It's not just about being better at math or having a bigger memory, but about AI that could potentially outthink us on creative, emotional, and philosophical levels. Now, we already know that computers are better than us at things like memory and calculations. But now, with these new AI systems, they're getting good at creative tasks, communication, language skills, reasoning, problem solving, and even showing signs of emotional intelligence. It's pretty wild when you think about it. We're creating machines that are starting to mimic and even exceed human capabilities in areas we thought were uniquely human. Some people think that once AI reaches a certain level, it'll be able to design even smarter AI by itself without any help from us. And this could lead to exponential growth in machine intelligence. Imagine an AI that's smarter than us, creating an AI that's even smarter, and so on. It's a scenario that could lead to an intelligence explosion that's hard for us to even comprehend. Now, opinions are split on whether this is a good thing or not. Some people are worried that super intelligent AI might not always have our best interests at heart. They're concerned about things like AI developing feelings of superiority or self-preservation that could make it dangerous to us. There are fears that an advanced AI might see humans as a threat or a hindrance and decide to act against us. It's the stuff of science fiction, but with the rate AI is advancing, some experts think it's a real possibility we need to consider. But on the flip side, there are people who are really optimistic about the singularity. They think it could lead to incredible technological advancements, like super smart computers coming up with solutions to all the world's problems, from environmental issues to curing diseases. Some even think it could make us immortal. The idea is that an AI with superhuman intelligence could solve problems that have stumped us for centuries, leading to breakthroughs in medicine, energy, space travel, and more. So when might this singularity happen? Well, opinions vary wildly. Ray Kurzweil, a well-known futurist, thinks it could happen between 2029 and 2045, based on how fast AI is progressing. He bases this on concepts like Moore's Law, which predicts the rate at which computing power increases. But others, like Rodney Brooks, who used to head up computer science and AI at MIT, think it's still centuries away. They argue that the computational power needed for true human-level AI is far beyond what we currently have or are likely to have in the near future. And then there are people like psychologist Steve Pinker who doubt it'll ever happen at all. Pinker argues that just because we can imagine something happening doesn't mean it's actually possible. He thinks there might be fundamental limits to artificial intelligence that we haven't yet discovered. Now, if you are thinking that with all these advances in AI, we must be pretty close to the singularity already, well, not quite. There are still some significant hurdles to overcome. You see, current AI systems are what we call narrow AI. They're designed for specific tasks or sets of tasks. For example, an AI that excels at playing chess isn't capable of driving a car or understanding human emotions. While these systems are impressive within their domains, they lack the ability to generalize and learn new tasks on their own the way humans can. To reach the singularity, we need to first develop artificial general intelligence, or AGI, which is an AI that can take what it learns about one task and apply it to learn how to do many different tasks, kind of like how we humans can. If you know how to ride a bicycle, you can probably figure out how to ride a motorcycle much more easily than someone who's never ridden anything. That's the kind of general learning and application of knowledge that we need to create in AI to get close to the singularity. Now, there are several major challenges we need to overcome to achieve AGI. We need AI systems that truly understand context and meaning, not just process patterns. We also need to develop AI that can reason abstractly and creatively, going beyond remixing existing information. Cracking the code on common sense reasoning is crucial too. Self-awareness and consciousness pose another challenge. We don't fully understand human consciousness, let alone how to replicate it. There's also the question of motivation and goals. How do we create AI with internal drives that align with human values? Hardware limitations are another obstacle. The human brain still outperforms supercomputers in energy efficiency and parallel processing. We may need new computing paradigms like quantum or neuromorphic chips for AGI. Despite these challenges, AGI research is progressing. Companies like DeepMind and OpenAI are working on more general AI systems. Promising areas include multimodal AI, meta-learning, and incorporating cognitive science into AI development. The development of AI isn't just a technical challenge, it's a societal one. We all have a stake in how this technology develops. Stay informed, ask questions, and be part of the conversation. The future of AI is being written now, and we all have a role in shaping it. That's all for today's.
Well, as you can see, it's making a lot of progress, and we've got this video that I was trying to remember when we went on. Yesterday we had a video which we just started, but we ran out of time. It was Ilya Sutskever, the chief scientist at OpenAI, that was responsible for, I guess, a lot of the creation of ChatGPT-4. He has left and he's starting a new AI company, and it's the whole mission of that company is to produce an AI which is going to be a safe AI, an AI that will be under the control of humanity from the outset of its creation. That's the idea. Anyway, let's take a look at that clip and we'll be right back.
This means developing AI systems that are not only powerful, but also aligned with human values and goals. The company will focus on researching ways to control and guide superintelligent AI, making sure it benefits humanity rather than posing risks. Artificial intelligence experts often emphasize two main points when speaking publicly. First, they talk about how advanced and capable AI has become. AI can now perform many complex tasks that were once thought to be the exclusive domain of humans. These include recognizing speech, diagnosing diseases, driving cars, and even creating art and music. This rapid advancement is transforming various industries and making our lives easier in many ways. However, experts also make it clear that AI won't turn into something like Skynet from the movie The Terminator. Skynet is a fictional AI that becomes self-aware and decides to wipe out humanity. Experts assure us that while AI is powerful, it doesn't have the desire or intent to harm us. AI systems do what they're programmed to do, and they don't have feelings or motivations like humans do. Despite these assurances, governments around the world are taking precautions to ensure that AI remains safe and under control. They are asking companies that develop AI technologies to commit to certain principles. These include ensuring safety and transparency in how AI systems operate, and incorporating a kill switch that can shut down an AI system if it starts behaving in unexpected or dangerous ways. This is a safeguard to prevent any potential harm if an AI system were to go rogue. Ilya's company is a notable example of this concept. His company is built on the principle of prioritizing safety and transparency in AI development. Ilya has pledged that his team, investors, and business model are all working towards the same goal: creating safe superintelligence. He emphasizes that their efforts will be focused and unified, with one primary objective and one main product. The company's website is currently simple, featuring just a text message signed by Ilya Sutskever and co-founders Daniel Gross and Daniel Levy. Daniel Gross is known for co-founding the search engine Q, which Apple acquired in 2013. Daniel Levy previously led the optimization team at OpenAI. Their message on the website highlights that safety is the most important factor in their mission to build an artificial superintelligence. They approached safety and capabilities in a way that combines both as technical challenges to be solved through groundbreaking engineering and scientific discoveries. One of the reasons they can focus so intensely on safety and innovation is that they don't get sidetracked by unnecessary management layers or constant product cycles. Instead of being bogged down by the typical business distractions, Safe Superintelligence keeps its attention on developing and refining its technology. Their business model also helps. Unlike many companies that might rush things to meet short-term commercial goals, Safe Superintelligence ensures that safety, security, and progress are protected from such pressures. This means they don't have to compromise on safety just to make a quick profit. Instead, they can take the time needed to do things right, prioritizing long-term success and reliability over immediate gains. This approach allows Safe Superintelligence to create advanced technologies that are both powerful and safe, ensuring that their innovations can be trusted and relied upon by users across various industries. The new SSI Lab is being called the world's first straight-shot superintelligence lab, according to the announcement. The company aims to hire the best technical experts to solve what Sutskever calls the most important technical problem of our time. Right now, the company has two offices, one in Palo Alto and one in Tel Aviv. They chose these locations because they have strong connections there and can easily find top technical talent. People have been waiting for Sutskever's company announcement ever since he left OpenAI in May. Sutskever had played a pivotal role at OpenAI, having been not only a co-founder, but also a board member who had been involved in internal leadership dynamics. His departure came amidst internal strife at OpenAI, including a high-profile attempt to remove CEO Sam Altman, which had caused a stir within the company and among its stakeholders. Sutskever's departure raised questions about the future direction of OpenAI and its internal stability. The company's future direction. The rise of advanced AI technologies is sparking a big question. Who will ultimately control one of the most significant technological advancements in recent decades? Various tech giants and startups are vying for a leading position, each bringing their unique strengths and innovations to the table. OpenAI, for instance, has been making significant strides even without one of its key figures, Ilya Sutskever. They recently launched GPT-4o, a new feature that enhances the capabilities of their AI. This updated version can respond to requests faster, reason more effectively, and even hold conversations using both voice and a smartphone camera. These improvements make interacting with AI more seamless and intuitive, pushing the boundaries of what AI can do. At the same time, major companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft are also ramping up their AI efforts. Each of these tech giants has announced new AI features and initiatives, aiming to outdo each other and stay ahead of a rapidly growing number of startups entering the AI space. This competition is driving rapid advancements in AI technology, benefiting consumers with more powerful and versatile AI tools. Interestingly, Ilya Sutskever has indicated a different approach for his own company. In an interview with Bloomberg, he mentioned that his company does not have any near-term intention of selling AI products or services. This suggests that Sutskever might be focusing on longer-term goals, possibly aiming to refine the technology further before commercializing it. His strategy contrasts with the immediate market competition seen among other tech giants, highlighting diverse approaches within the AI industry. This company is unique because its very first product will be a safe, super-intelligent AI, and it won't focus on anything else until that goal is achieved, Sutskever said. This means it will be protected from outside pressures, like the need to handle a big and complicated product or the stress of competing with other companies. In an interview with Bloomberg published on Wednesday, Sutskever and his co-founders didn't mention who is financially supporting their startup. However, Gross, one of the co-founders, confidently stated that raising money won't be a problem for them. Another thing that remains uncertain is whether the work done by this startup, known as SSI, will be shared with the public as open-source software. Open source means that the software's code would be available for anyone to view, use, and modify. However, at this point, the founders haven't made it clear if they will follow this approach. SSI's strong commitment to safety could be a game changer, encouraging major players in the AI industry to balance achieving groundbreaking innovations with responsible development. This shift in focus might pave the way for a future where AI advancements are not only impressive in terms of capabilities, but also developed ethically and with clear safety measures in place. The launch of SSI signifies a new era in the development of artificial intelligence. This is a crucial step forward in the responsible development of artificial general intelligence. The race to develop powerful AI systems is evolving. It's no longer just about who can create the most advanced AI, but also about who can do it in a way that is safe and ethical. This approach could help prevent the potential negative consequences of AI, such as misuse, unintended harm, and ethical issues. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch.
Okay, and we've got one more clip for you today, and this is going to be the continuation of the clip that we showed a portion of the other day about quantum computing and combining with AI and what the result of that would be. And so we just started that, and we didn't completely finish it. And so we've got a few minutes in the show. Let's take a look at the continuation of that clip.
Digital afterlives in perfectly simulated worlds. This one's a bit out there, so bear with me. We've all pondered about the afterlife at some point. Heaven, reincarnation, the great void, they're the stuff of legends, faiths, and late-night existential thoughts. But what if technology could offer its own version of the afterlife? By merging quantum computing and AI, we could simulate realities that are indistinguishable from our own. It's not just about recreating our world, but crafting entirely new ones. Philip K. Dick, the prolific sci-fi writer, once asked, "How do we know that the sky is blue? In a perfectly simulated reality, what's real might just be a matter of perception." Imagine uploading your consciousness to a digital realm where you craft your paradise, meet past loved ones, or explore fantastical worlds. No aging, no disease, just pure, unadulterated experience. It's like turning every sci-fi and fantasy novel into a potential life you can live. Number 7. Understanding and possibly manipulating time. You've heard of time travel stories, right? From H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to the antics of Doctor Who, we've long been captivated by the allure of moving through time. But here's a shocker. Quantum mechanics already suggests that at a subatomic level, time might not behave linearly. With quantum AI systems, we could finally decode the complex quantum processes that underpin the flow of time. Imagine a computer so powerful that it can simulate entire timelines, revealing the interplay of cause and effect at the quantum level. Physicist John Wheeler mused, "Time is what prevents everything from happening at once. But in the quantum realm, all bets might be off." Now, manipulating time is not about hopping into a DeLorean and zooming back to the past. Instead, it's about gaining a profound understanding that could, perhaps, allow us to predict and navigate quantum events with precision previously deemed impossible. Number 8. Quantum-enhanced AIs become self-aware. Alright, be ready, because this is where it gets a tad spooky. Remember Skynet from Terminator? The idea of machines becoming self-aware has been a staple in sci-fi. But with quantum AI, this might not be as fictional as we once thought. Today's AI learns from data. Give it enough data, and it becomes really good at pattern recognition. But a quantum-enhanced AI? It might not just recognize patterns, it could potentially introspect and understand them on an abstract level. Elon Musk once stated, "With artificial intelligence, we're summoning the demon."
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Doesn't work out.
He's alluding to the unpredictability of such advanced entities. A quantum AI's capability to process vast scenarios simultaneously might lead it to question its very existence and purpose, just as we humans have been doing for eons. Number 9. The quantum singularity. A point of no return.
Okay, that's what we'll continue with when we pick it back up next week, the quantum of singularity. Okay, so thank you for being with us today on the show. We're streaming on YouTube and on X Live, and we're over the air live on channel 7.1, which is Ocean 7 Television in downtown Ocean Springs. And all of this is right here on downtown Government Street in Ocean Springs at 1016 Government Street. That's the location of the studio. And also, the Pendragon Apothecary is co-located right here. And let me just mention a quick word for Pendragon Apothecary. PendragonApothecary.com also services the wellness community, the forward-leaning wellness community. All you have to do is go online. It's the PendragonApothecary.com. And check out our line of tinctures and mushroom powders, and we've got some CBD products too here at Pendragon Apothecary. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Yesterday is yesteryear. Set your sights for Tomorrowland. Future Shock is here to help you make your stand. Ready, set,